we're going to put single quotes, and then we type in what we're looking for. So we click run. Now we only have this one. Your first career and you don't know where to go, I highly suggest learn this. You can do this. If you want to change your career, you can do this. I didn't go to college for this. I learned this stuff on my own. I will teach you guys concepts, but you also need to apply what I'm showing you on screen. When I'm typing, I want you guys to type. And just pause the video. If you don't know what a database is, go to the previous video in this playlist. First, you're going to come to this page here. We're going to download SQL Server Express. This is what you're going to download. And then you're going to go ahead and download Azure Data Studio. This is the one you're going to download right here. You're going to click on x64. This is for Windows users. For those interested in Mac, I can show you how to do it, but there's videos out there as well. If you want me to show you how to do it, just leave comments below so I can see if the need is there. And for SQL Server Management Studio, aka SSMS, this is where you're going to download it. So now let's go and see how much of, okay, SQL Server Express looks like it's done. So we're going to go ahead and double click on this, say yes. We're going to choose basic, click on accept, click on install. Okay, download successful. The install is beginning. Let's pause the video because we do not need to see this for the next X amount of minutes. Pretty sure you're not interested in that. Exercise a little patience. I know it says install SSMS here, but it's going to bring us to where we need to download it, and we downloaded it already. So leave these as their defaults. Click yes, and now we're going to go to SSMS setup. Okay. All right. Default location, click install, say yes. So this is the front end. This is what connects into SQL Server. I am going to pause this. SQL Server Management Studio, you have to do a hack in order for dark mode to show up, and it's not for the entire screen. So this is why we're going to use Azure Data Studio. But I want you guys to know how to use SSMS because it's the one that's primarily used, and there are quite a few features that you will not find in Azure Data Studio. Or if it is an Azure Data Studio, you have a few more clicks in order to get it to work. All right, so this is done. Now let's proceed to Azure Data Studio. Double click. All right, say yes. Accept the agreement. Default location. We are going to create a desktop. Yes, leave this checked as well. Click install. I'm going to pause. All right, uncheck this. Click on finish. Now you can go to your start right here. You can type in SSMS, right click, pin to the taskbar. All right, so now let's open this up. We'll create a database and create a table. All right, so this is the default server name. During the install, there is an opportunity to change it, but I want to keep this simple. I don't want to give you guys too many things to remember when you're learning something new. I'm showing you what you need to know initially, and we will get to server names, etc. when it's necessary. All right, that error came up because I need to click on Trust Server. There we go. So now we have the system databases. But let's go ahead and make a database, our own database. You're going to right click. You're going to click on New Database. And we're going to call this SQL School Tutorial. Leave that as default, then click on OK. Don't worry about these things here. In most instances, when you're a database developer, database analyst, database scientist, you will walk into a situation where all of this is already configured. So let me stop talking. Click OK. So now we have our first database. Now, for those who are familiar with Excel, I want you to think of Excel as the tables. So we're going to right click, go to new table. And in here, we're going to give it, let's make something for cities. Okay, there we go. Cities and states. So we'll call this column state. Now we have what's called data types. So do not concern yourself with the data type right now, but we're going to go ahead and make this data type and varchar 50. All right, now we're going to the next line. We're going to type in here city, and we're going to do the same thing and varchar 50. All right, and then what you're going to do is right click on that tab, click save, and let's just call it first table. Okay, so now we don't have any data in here, but we are going to put data in here. But first, I want you to see something. See, the table's not listed. You need to right click, go to refresh, and now you see the table. Okay, so let's go ahead and move over to Azure Data Studio so we can connect. And I want you to see this table as well. What you can do actually is right click on first table, click on select first 1,000 rows. That's default. So let's go to Azure Data Studio. Let's pin this to the taskbar and let's open this up. For those who prefer dark mode like myself. Okay, preferences. Go to theme, color theme, and choose your preferred theme. I'm going with this right here. Okay, so now we are going to connect. So what we do is click on new, go to new connection, and we're looking for, and I'm going to show you guys how to get that information easily because this one showed us. Click on connect. So go back to SSMS, click on connect, go to database engine, right click over this, click copy. And I apologize if I'm giving you guys every single step. It's just for those who do not necessarily know. Okay, we come here, we go here, right click and then paste. Or you can do Control C to copy, Control V to paste. And now we click on connect, enable trust certificate. And let's go to the databases. And now we're going to go ahead and click on to SQL School Tutorial, double click, and we see our first table here. We can right click over it and select the top one and nothing. So now let's go ahead and put some data. And the quickest way to put data is let's go over to, click cancel on this screen, come here, back over to first table, right click, and now go to edit top 200 rows. Now this isn't efficient as far as when you're actually loading data. This is not how you do it. You load data in a much more quick manner, more efficient manner. But let's go ahead and let's put something in here. Let's put Florida, put Miami, let's put Georgia, let's put Alpharetta. If you don't know what Alpharetta is, that's basically North Atlanta. Let's put California, put Beverly Hills, and let's put one more state. Let's put Pennsylvania and Philadelphia. All right, so now we click this. Now it's in there. So now you already have this up here. What you can do is click F5 on your keyboard or click execute here. And now we have data. You click inside of this query window, click, hold control, and then scroll up with your mouse to make this larger. Okay, so let's go back to here. And now we're going to do our first select where we are looking for a particular row. So let's go like this, where state equals, and because it's a string, okay, if it was just a number and that data type was for a number, and I don't want you to harp on that too much right now, just remember this, because it's a string meaning it has letters in it, we're going to put single quotes and then we type in what we're looking for. So we click run. Now we only have this one. So if I wanted to do this, I can also go or state equals GA, hit F5, and this comes up here. All right, so let's do another one. I want to show you guys something else as well. Let's get rid of this, and we're going to go like this, so we're basically saying where state not equal to single quote FL. So what do you think is going to happen? It's going to bring me back every state that's not Florida. Click run. Okay, so some of you may have seen some tutorials on other languages outside of SQL, other languages like C#. You may see something like this, exclamation equals. So that means not equal to. It does the same thing as the two arrows I showed you a moment ago. Click run, gives me the same output. Now, I would suggest if you find one, to stick with one so you get used to seeing it. And I'm going to suggest you go with the normal SQL way to make this happen. I just want to show you the other one just in case you run into code and you wonder, wait, Rogan didn't show me this. I did show you this. Click run. All right, so let's go ahead and do something else. We don't need to just keep it on state. We can actually go to city. All right, where city equals Alpharetta, and click run. Okay, and it's really important, guys, in the future when we have more complicated things we're doing, I will have the script for you that you can just copy and paste in here. But it's important is when you're learning something like this is to type it. It's actually to type it, get used to it, because there's a connection. I will teach you guys concepts, but you also need to apply what I'm showing you on screen. When I'm typing, I want you guys to type. And just pause the video. So where city equals Alpharetta, all right, and we can actually go as well where city is not equal to Alpharetta, everything here. Or we could also do something like this. And this is the last one for this video, where we can say where city in, so we can select more cities in one shot. All right, let's copy this and drag it in there. And there we go, comma. And then we'll put another city in here. So basically I'm saying we're city in Alpharetta, we're city in Miami. Click run. Those are the two that will show up. So let's say we don't want to see, we can actually do this. Not in Alpharetta, not in Miami. Click run. And this is where we're going to get. And I think that's it for this video. In the next video, we're going to work with more data and do more tricks with where. So where is considered a predicate. So when you hear someone say predicate, you know they are referring to where. Now, this is in order. Let's go like this. We're going to get rid of that. We're going to run this. Now, as you can tell, I don't know if you guys remember, when I entered this in, this is the order I entered it in. So we go order by, and say order by state, and now we have it in order. So if we want to have it in reverse order, we would click D, we would type in DESC, that means descending. See, now it's in descending order. Okay, there are instances when SQL Server is installed in a manner where it is case sensitive. I did not install it in a manner where it's case sensitive. All right. So you see Miami, Alpharetta, Beverly Hills, and Philadelphia. Let's go ahead and turn all of that into upper case. So you go like this. Now we run it. See, now everything's uppercase. This column name disappeared because it doesn't know what to call it, because we wrapped it in a function, and on this side it doesn't know what to call it. So we can go like this, as city, and now run it. See, now city's there. Or we can say as, we could type little city underscore place. Okay, see, city place. Or we could actually get rid of, we can get rid of as, and it'll do the same thing. SQL Server knows what you're trying to do. See, same thing. For those starting out, I would highly suggest you stick with using this, because when you need to go back and read, this makes it easy for readability. Now, this is a simple query, but there's queries where they can get pretty long, and in order to read it clearly, you want to see things like as. I know some of you probably laugh because of that. Okay, AS. All right, so for readability, I would highly suggest you leave as right here. Alrighty, and that's it for our first video. I'm looking forward to the next one, and leave a comment below and let me know what area of SQL you're thinking of going into, or if you don't know what area you can go into, leave a comment and ask me, hey, what areas can I work in SQL? And we'll go on LinkedIn and some other locations, and I'll show you the jobs you can get, and I'll also show you the type of starting pay. And when we get further down and you guys start getting comfortable, I will go ahead and start explaining to you or showing you what you should do in order to get seen so you can get a job in this line of work. All right, that's it. And just want to give you guys a little bit more boost in confidence. I didn't go to college for this. I learned this stuff on my own. I learned this stuff on my own before YouTube became famous. And I just learned it because I just got tired of being an administrative assistant. Before I was an administrative assistant, I was in a whole different type of world. I was in a singing group / dancing group, traveling all over the United States, opening up for groups that were popular at the time. Some of you may know of Boyz II Men. Some of you may know of Jodeci. Some of you may know of Portrait. Some of you may know of Brian McKnight. So in that era, I was in a group that was traveling, and decided to get out. It was owned by Rod Stewart, and I said, what am I going to do? So I got into administrative assistant because I can type. I did that, and then actually one of the guys in the group reached out to me 2 years later, and he said, hey, what are you doing? And he told me about getting into IT. He's doing IT, and I said, oh, okay. Started reading books, kind of jumped around for a few years before I decided to specialize in something, and SQL Server is what I specialized in. And I've been doing it now for as long as my daughter's been alive, and she's 16. Man, you guys can do this. I'm telling you, you can do this. For those who oh, this is so new. It's new. Of course it's new, and it may be a whole new world, but it's not rocket science. You can do this. If you want to change your career, you can do this. If you want to get into your first career and you don't know where to go, I highly suggest learn this, figure it out, go do it. And once you do this for a while, you can go into other areas of IT. All right, that's it. And look forward to seeing you guys in the next SQL Station video.